What up, folks? I'm back once again doing another video game review, and I'm reviewing Super Mario Brothers 3, which is the third and final Super Mario game for the NES. And how people found out about this particular game was through a movie called The Wizard, starring Fred Savage, and when people look back at this particular movie, it was like pretty much a big time turd fest, and at the same time, it was practically a theatrical promotion for Super Mario 3, especially when the one guy that was hosting the video game tournament in the movie pretty much introduced it, and everybody who saw Super Mario 3 in this movie in the theaters practically crapped their pants because how good it looked. I just want to get that out the way as far as the origins of the how people found out about it. The premise behind Super Mario 3 is that Bowser is back, and now he brought his seven Koopalings with him, and each Koopaling pretty much went to a king's castle that's kind of like surrounded the Mushroom Kingdom, and took their wands and turned them into a animal sort, and it's up to Mario and Luigi to get those wands back and change the kings back to their normal selves. And one thing about it is that it's pretty much like the original Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario 3 is divided into 8 worlds, which is divided into sections. But this time it's more than four. One has like you have one world that has 8 sections, another one that will have like say 7, whatever the case. And you don't have to complete every single one of every single stage in each world to get to the boss. And the boss of each world in the first 7 worlds are one of Koopa's kids, and they each of them have a different way to be defeated. Once you defeat them, you get the wand back and you change, and the king is changed back to their normal selves after you defeat one of the Koopa kids. And another thing about the game is that pretty much the enemies from the first Super Mario game is back, like the Koopa Troopers, the Koopa Paratroopers, Hammer Brothers, Loki, all of them. But there's also new bosses, new enemies rather, in the game, which includes the Koopa Kids, Angry Sun, and even the Koopa, Paragoomba, for example. And the mushroom and fire flower are back. Plus, there's also the raccoon suit, and the tanuki suit, and the frog suit. Now, the frog suit is the one that helps you swim better in the water. And once you use that, and if you use the raccoon suit, it allows you to fly, and you'll be able to find like different sections within a stage that you couldn't get to if you didn't have it. And then there's the Tanuki suit, which allows you to fly, allows you to fly like a raccoon suit. But the main difference is that you can turn yourself into stone, so you won't get hit by any projectiles. To me, the Tanuki suit is the best suit. It's the best power up that they put in Super Mario 3, in my opinion. And the Super Mario 3 is the first Mario game to have a map where you can go, and it's not like say Super Metroid where you play while you play you look at you look at the map on the right hand corner. But the map is first when you first press start, you'll they'll take you to the map, then you go to a particular stage, then press A to start that particular stage. That's how it's set up. And the one thing about Super Mario 3 is that once you get all seven wands back, you Bowser ends up getting mad and getting after the princess again. So you have to go and save her. And the strategy to beating him is totally different from the first Super Mario game. First Super Mario game, either you use the fire flower or go to the axe to cut the thing to allow him to fall to the lava. This time you have to wait on him to try to stomp on you. All you have to do is move out the way for him to bust a brick until he busts the final brick that allows him to fall through the pit. Now, one thing about the Super Mario 3 is that it has the warp zones pretty much like the Super Mario game. But one thing about it this time is that you use the warp zone through whistles. And truthfully, I don't know how many whistles there are per se, but if you want to do like a quick speed run of the game, all you have to do is collect two from World 1, beat World 1, then use the first one on World 2 to get to World 7, then you use the second one to get to the last world. That's how you do that. So now, in my opinion, Super Mario 3 is the best Super Mario game on the NES, but it's also the hardest. You gotta, it's kind of like when you look at the difficulty of this game and compare it to Super Mario 2, even though the Famicom version of Super Mario 2, they ain't got nothing on this one in terms of difficulty. You have to avoid the ending sun. You have like the castle, not the castle, but the one stage where you have to fight the Koopa kids that like that. And prior to fighting them, you have to avoid projectiles in the form of bullet bills and cannons. So it's not like you avoiding like two or three like bullet bills in one cannon or cannonball. That's like bullet bills and cannonballs flying all over the place. So this game is not so Super Mario 3 is not a cakewalk by any means, but Super Mario 3 is still a fun game, you know. As far as the graphics and level design, it is the best. It has the best graphics and level design of any Super Mario game that I've played on the NES, and it pretty much aged well considerably, especially when you compare it to when you compare it to the first two games, even the Super Mario 2 on the Famicom. The controls are really enjoyable, especially with the addition of the frog suit, raccoon suit, and the Tanuki suit. So I pretty much like the gameplay to that. To me, the soundtrack of Super Mario 3 is pretty much the best soundtrack to a Mario game that I've seen and I've heard on the NES. Now most like gamers would complain about the main gripe that most gamers have about Super Mario 3 is the difficulty, but they're quick to say that it's a minor gripe due to the fact that Super Mario 3 is the best Super Mario game on the NES. But as far as the score, I would definitely give it a 10 because Nintendo pretty much went all out with this particular game. Uh, Now, with that being said, if Super Mario 3 is your favorite Mario game of all time, you can mention it. If you want to talk, if you remember first seeing Super Mario 3 the from the movie The Wizard, you can also mention that also. If you want to talk about how big of a turd press, that's okay too. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.